More than 100 Tory MPs failed to back Mrs May last night. Image Reuters. Labour former Minister Yvette Cooper's amendment to pin the Prime Minister to her commitments, which was backed by the government, was overwhelmingly approved by 502 votes to 20, majority 482. A total of 88 Tory MPs abstained in the vote, which formalised Mrs May's offer of a Brexit delay, with former Foreign Secretary Boris Johnson, former Brexit Secretary Dominic Raab and Jacob Rees-Mogg, chairman of the powerful European research group, among those withholding the support. In addition, 20 Tory hardliners, including former Work and Pensions Secretary Esther McVey, actually voted against the plan in defiance of Tory whips. Just 204 of the party's 313 MPs who were eligible to vote offering the support to the proposal. Mrs May voted for the amendment, which set out her promise to MPs that a second meaningful vote on her Brexit deal would take place by March 12 if this is defeated. A motion asking MPs if they support a no-deal Brexit would be put before the Commons. Should the Commons, as expected, reject a no-deal Brexit, they will then be given the chance to vote to seek an extension to Article 50, delaying the UK's exit from the European Union beyond the current March 29 deadline. The result of last night's Commons vote offered some relief to Mrs May. Image AFP. Getty Images. During the debate in Parliament prior to the vote, Tories voiced their concerns about what would happen if Mrs May's deal was rejected next month. Tory MP Nadine Dorries said, "The consequences if not passing the deal on March 12 are too great. We could end up extending Article 50 and Brexit not happening." Sir Edward Lee added, "If you want to avoid a damaging no deal or no Brexit, vote for the deal." The government backed an amendment by Labour MP Yvette Cooper. Image AFP. Getty Images. Jacob Rees-Mogg was one of those who refused the the amendment. Image AFP. Getty Images. A former Justice Minister, Mike Penning, said dozens of Tory MPs would back the Prime Minister if she managed to persuade the EU to alter the backstop proposals for the Irish border enough to satisfy the DUP. To this end, Attorney General Geoffrey Cox travelled to Brussels in a bid to secure legally binding changes to the idea. Robert Halfon, another former minister, added, "I didn't vote for the deal because I was worried about being tied into a spaghetti of EU bureaucracy without a say. However, I will vote for the deal on March 12. Other MPs who opposed the deal last month also said they could now back Mrs May on March 12, especially if Attorney General Geoffrey Cox secures legally binding changes to the backstop. Conservative MP Nick Bowles later pressed Cabinet Office Minister David Lidington over the Article 50 process. He asked for assurances that the Commons will have a chance to approve whichever final extension length is agreed between the government and the European Union if it is different than the one that the House has previously consented to. Mr Lidington replied, "The straight answer is yes, of course. Frankly, I do not see any circumstance in which, if there were a period that had been agreed with the European Union, or had the potential to be agreed, that the government would not bring this back to the House."